What's going on, everyone? Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. And in today's video, I'm very happy to be showcasing the brand new S.H.Monsterarts Jet Jaguar 1973. This character is very near and dear to my heart ever since I was a little kid. Back in '83 is when I first saw this movie. It was my second Godzilla movie that I saw as a kid, and I've loved this character ever since. And we finally have an articulated Jet Jaguar figure, so I'm very happy with this figure. I've spent a few days doing toy photography and things, and I can honestly say right off the bat, this figure poses very well. It's got a nice range of articulation and posing and things. There are a little bit of some minor weaknesses to the figure, I would say, but it doesn't hinder the overall enjoyment of the figure, and I think this figure is definitely worth picking up and adding to your collection. Now let's get into the overall sculpting and the paint app of the figure before we get into the articulation. I just wanted to briefly touch on the box art of this figure. This has all the colors from the original movie poster. So if you guys have seen the original movie poster of Godzilla versus Megalon, the background is exactly like this. So that's a very nice touch. I'm not a box guy, so I will be getting rid of this box, but it is a charming box nonetheless. And yeah, it's very cool. I really like it. I think S.H.Monsterarts did a great job in capturing the spirit and the look of Jet Jaguar. I really like how they sculpted in like the screws on the back of the head, and it looks very man in a suit kind of figure, because it's got even like where you open up the suit so the actor can put the suit on, which is a very nice touch. Moving down towards the chest area and the abdomen, as you can see, Jet Jaguar is a character that was very much of his time. So back in the 60s, in the Showa era, this is how they conceptualized robots. So there was a lot of padding and things. So if people try and redesign Jet Jaguar of today, he's gonna end up looking more like Iron Man. And giving you guys a look at the paint app and the details on the legs. So it's pretty much on point. I will say that in terms of the sculpt, I would say it's pretty much on point. However, someone did point out in my unboxing video that he looks like he's wearing clown shoes. So now I can't unsee that his feet look a little too big, and that might be true, but at the same time, this could be because in the time that I've been doing toy photography with this figure, I have found that doing posing for this figure, especially like doing kicks and stuff like that, bigger feet, it really helps with the overall stability of the figure itself. So this doesn't bother me. I mean, this is not where I'm looking at when I look at Jet Jaguar. Okay, so it is what it is. Showing you guys the accessories that comes with this figure. I mean, the figure already has the fisted hands that's on the figure already, and the antennas that are closed on its head. But additionally, you get an extra visor. Now, when you get this figure, you get this visor that's already in the figure. You get the other visor that is a clear blue color, which represents him activated. So this one represents him being not active, I guess. And you get two karate chop hands. All right, you get the one thumbs up hands, and you get two grip hands. And you also get the additional antennas, like for when you want to display him in his flying pose. So you got these two antennas. I will do that. I will do the demonstration in a bit. And you got this extra antenna too in the middle. I don't recall ever him having an extra antenna, but apparently he does have it. And you do have a miniature Jet Jaguar. Now it is unpainted, unfortunately, but I can understand why. I mean, getting this guy painted, you know, such a small figure, I mean, it's better it's better off that you do that on your own, or if you can find somebody to do it for you. But the nice thing about having this miniature is that now you have a point of reference of the overall size and scale of you know, Showa era characters, you know, because Jet Jaguar is a Showa era character. So for those toy photographers out there, if you guys want to scale something, now you have a human, and then you can try finding some miniature cars and things that will scale to that human and things, and then you guys can pretty much you know, do some cool stuff with scaling and things with this figure and other Showa style figures as well. And you get, of course, this tool, which I will show you guys how to use this tool in a little bit when switching out the visor here. And you do get these extra antennas. Like, I personally don't see me trying to fiddle around with this, so I'm not even gonna bother with this. But this is just extra antennas for, I guess, model kit builders or something. I really don't know. I mean, in looking at the instructions, I mean, it's very clear on like what to do with the antennas and things. Okay, how to switch out the visor using the this tool here. So that's this right here to get that visor out of its head. But this is a little bit puzzling to me, so I'm not even gonna bother with this. Okay, so when you guys do get this figure, do look at your instructions, guys. All right. In terms of posing and articulation, I think this figure delivers everything that Jet Jaguar as a character should be able to do. So let's look at the arms, so you can get him in that T pose. Okay, and you know, it's on a ball joint here, so let me just zoom in so you guys can see what's happening there. So like for you toy photographers, you just have to make sure to, like, when you're doing a pose with him, just make sure that you have it closed up. So this is there just so you can have like that extra range of movement. Okay, so let me just adjust the camera. Okay, so let's start with the head. So, you know, you can turn his head, you can turn it all the way around basically. Okay, but there isn't all that much movement on the head. I mean, this is as much as he can look up and he can look down. Okay, you can there's an extra piece in here that's you know, that's I guess the neck, which you can move back and forth, like if you want to get an extra range for him looking down, you can do that. And just for overall looking up, like if you want to give him you know, get him in that flight pose, not much happening there. But like for the flight pose, you do have to like just adjust his torso, and then you got it right like this. Looking at the arms, so that is as much as a bend you can get on the elbows. I mean, it does have this floating piece over here. Okay, so it's all right. Okay, very cool. And you can rotate you can rotate it all the way around. Okay, so the hands, you know, it's you can swivel them very easily. And moving towards the midsection, you can give Jet Jaguar a good crunch. So you can see here. So if you push this part back a little bit and then bend them like that, then you can get a little bit more of a bend. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Okay, oh, you see that? I almost just took his head off. I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit. Okay, so it's got pretty good range of look at that. It's got good range of posing. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Okay, now this part over here, okay, so there are drop hinges here for the legs. Okay, so you will have to pull it down a little bit. Okay, and then move his leg up like that. So pretty cool. Like I did pull out the legs already once because I overposed them and things. So just be careful. Okay, so you got that mechanism in there. Okay, so that's there for, you know, to get more range out of his legs. Okay, now let's go to the knees. Now the knees is the one area where I feel the I guess with the design of this costume, the Jaguar costume, and like with these knee pads, it kind of hinders his knee bending a little bit, you know. So that's about as far as I can bend his knee. So you're not gonna get S.H. Figuremaniataiwan level posing with this figure. You know, I mean, it's an S.H. Figuremaniataiwan versus an S.H.Monsterarts, so they're different. It's different engineering, different team working on it, you know, and like they probably had made decisions just to engineer him the way he is now, just to preserve like the overall look of the suit and the aesthetics. Okay, so as you can see, like when you bend the knee here, you know, you can also swivel his shin and then his feet. So you can move it up like this. So he's got good ankle movement. Okay, I did manage to pull out his feet. So you can just push it right back in. Okay, so like if you want to have him in a vanilla pose, remember just to push this back in so you can keep that you know, just the overall smoothness of the sculpt. So all in all, I do believe for the engineering of this figure, you can get Jet Jaguar and all those poses that, you know, Jet Jaguar is supposed to do. Now, there is one thing I wish they would have incorporated for this figure is toe articulation. I feel that this figure would have benefited a little bit more, you know, if they would have given him some toe articulation. So like, see, for this bending pose, you know, bending down on his knee, you know, normally you would have like a, you know, a bend at the toe, but unfortunately this figure doesn't have it. Like other SHF figures, like the Ultraman, like the Ryu figures, they all have like you know, toe bend at the on the foot. But anyways, it's you know, it's still a good figure. It's still, you can still get great poses out of it and things, and you guys will see that in my toy photography. Let's look at the head now. So you know, if you go back to the instructions, it'll show you how to remove the antennas. Okay, and place the other ones. So I don't want to do that just yet. Let me just take the head off first. Okay, so very easy to do. And then here you can pull this part out, okay? And then it reveals the inside of the head, okay? And then you use this tool right here, and all you do simply is just to put it underneath like that, and then lift. Actually, you have to move this out first, so you guys can move this part out. You take this out completely, okay? And then you move this part out. So now I've removed the visors. So this is the, as you can see, this is the clear blue visor. So let me show you the difference between the two. Where's the other one? So you can see there's a clear color difference in the two. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one back because I like this one more. So, okay, now I'm going to switch out the antennas. Do be careful with these because, you know, these are, you know, these things can snap on you very easily if you mishandle them. So handle with care, obviously. So I'm gonna take that out. The other antennas. Okay, so that's one side. That looks pretty cool already. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then there's one more piece up here. I don't know, it's so small. Oh, look at that. So that came out okay, but look how small it is. And now I'm gonna place the other one Okay, so I think, okay, so you see how it's got that bend, so I think that it goes in like that. I think that, oh, there you go, like that. So that looks pretty cool. So let me get him in a flying pose. Here we have Jet Jaguar on a Hiya Toys flight stand. I think this flight stand is for my Ghidorah or my Rodan. I'm not sure which one. They all look the same to me sometimes, but this is pretty cool. So if you guys want to display him on your shelf in a flying pose, just get one of those flight stands that you might have. Okay, so I got a ton of flight stands laying around my room and things, so I just grabbed the one that was closest to me. So, and let's get into some size comparisons. So here we have the cast of Godzilla versus Megalon. So we have the S.H.Monsterarts Gigan 72, a fantastic figure. I am still waiting for S.H.Monsterarts to finally give us a Megalon. This is the Movie Masters Megalon. And I am also waiting for S.H.Monsterarts to give us Godzilla 73. So this is a custom Godzilla 73 from the hobbyist out of the Philippines. He made this for me. He used the NECA 64 figure and he resculpted it. He sculpted on top of it and things, and he did a fantastic job with this figure. And I think it doesn't scale perfectly, but it scales close enough. I mean, he is, you know, the NECAs are, you know, very big figures, you know, bigger than the S.H.Monsterarts, but this will work. Okay, so I'm very happy with this. So I'm waiting patiently for the release of the S.H.Monsterarts Megalon and Godzilla 73 finally. And finally, we have here the Godzilla Day cast from last year, that awesome short that they made, Operation Jet Jaguar. We have Final Wars Godzilla, S.H.Monsterarts, and Bandai Movie Masters GMK King Ghidorah. So I haven't done toy photography with all three of these guys yet, but I will get around to that, and I can't wait to do that. And I am very much looking forward to Godzilla Day this year. I will be there in Japan for that. And finally, one more size comparison. If you guys don't have a Bandai Movie Masters Godzilla 73 or a custom Godzilla 73, you can always use Godzilla 1972 if you have this figure, of course. And I think these two figures together look really cool. So yeah, man, this is pretty awesome. And that concludes the review for Jet Jaguar. So guys, if you guys are fans of Jet Jaguar, definitely pick up this figure. This is the very first S.H.Monsterarts articulated Jet Jaguar figure, so don't miss out on this guy. He's really good. Great posing, and he just looks awesome on the shelf and next to all your other figures. There are way more pluses than negatives for this figure. So I mean, there are, you know, people are pointing out these negatives on this figure, but those are just very nitpicky things in my opinion. And then you guys just enjoy life, man. All right, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, so thank you for watching for my review today, and guys, stick around for the photo gallery and the behind the scenes of my toy photography. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.